welcome to our channel.
Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to know before you buy a house. So stay tuned.
First thing you need to do is save for a down payment.
Hey guys, that was a great tip from Lily Grace. So some of the things that you can do to start saving for that down payment is talk with your financial institution. Sometimes they offer money market, CDs, and even systematic savings accounts, and those are great ways to start saving for that down payment. Also keep in mind that some of our loans that are out there, USDA, FHA, some of those have really small down payments, so you may not need to save as much. USDA is 100% finance, FHA is like a 3.5% down, so those might be some great options for you instead of doing a conventional, and that way you don't have to have as much as a down payment. The other aspect is you do have to have closing costs. So you do want to keep in mind when you're saving up that you do need to have a little bit of money saved for closing costs. A lot of times if you're doing conventional, I'd say probably $10,000 would probably be a good amount. But if you're in a larger bracket for a home, you're also looking at a little bit more expense. So if you're in like the 200 to 400,000 range, you may need a little bit more than that. But if you're in the 100 to 200 range, probably around 10,000 should be enough. Also, if you do a USDA, you may not need that much. And in some other cases, VA, things like that, you may not need as much for the down payment or the closing cost. So keep that in mind while you're going through the rest of this video. Don't let down payment be the thing that keeps you from doing your next house. All right, go ahead.
The second thing you need to do is go to your bank and get pre-approved.
So that was another great tip from Lily Grace about getting pre-approved with your lender. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you can actually get qualified to be able to get the mortgage. So if you can talk with one of your mortgage companies or even with your bank or your financial institution, and if you haven't found anybody, we could always recommend somebody for you. I have quite a few people that I've worked with in the past that have been great for fast transactions and helping you get pre-approved immediately. And so that would be the next thing I would say is go ahead and get pre-approved. Get that letter from the bank that says, hey, I'm qualified and I can get X amount of dollars.
The third thing you need to do is find a real estate agent just like my dad.
That was a really great point by Lily Grace. And of course you would say, pick me, I'm her dad. But all joking aside, I hope that you can find somebody that really fits your personality and what you're looking for, and they're able to educate you and bring you up to date with all of the market and how it's working, how it's operating, what you need to do as far as your offers and your negotiations, and somebody who's going to listen to your needs. Somebody who's really going to meet the need that you have in front of you. If it is, I want open floor plan, or I want a certain bedroom, bathroom, whatever that thing is, make sure they're listening to what you say. If it's somebody who wants a garage or they want some other elements. And so find that person that's really going to walk alongside of you. And if you're the type of person that you really want somebody to educate you and teach you along the way, then maybe I'm the right choice for you. I've been teaching for probably the last 8 to 10 years, rather in the financial world or even in the church world. And so I really love to walk alongside and educate. And that's the reason why I'm doing these videos now, is to make sure that people, they know what they're getting into and what to expect. And so if you're looking for a great agent, I would love to work with you.
The next thing you need to do is find the location you want to live in.
Hey guys, that was another great tip from Lily. Finding the location is going to be everything, because if you're looking for houses and you're trying to find your checklist of all the things that you want to have this certain bedrooms amount, and you want to have this many bathrooms, and you want to have this open floor plan, or this closed like your old school 70s style houses where they had individual rooms. It really depends on what you're looking for, but when you're trying to find location, that's going to be huge, because if you pick the wrong location, you're buying an investment that you're going to be in for a long time, and you want to make sure that that area is going to grow in the way that you want it to, that it's going to be a comfortable place, and be a safe place for your family, that you're in the school systems that you want to be in. All of those things are going to be pivotal when you're trying to figure out where you want to live. So if you're new to the area, find an agent that's local, that they know what's going on, they know what schools are good, they know what areas that you should be in, and that way they can kind of help guide you, give you education from that perspective. The other side of it is, when you're searching for location, you want to know if it's close to your job, if it's close to here or there. And I mean, North Carolina is probably one of the biggest places for people that are moving from out of state in. And so you're really going to need somebody who's a local expert that knows how to find exactly what you're looking for.
The last thing you need to do is put an offer in the house you love.
So that was another great tip from Lily Grace. When you're talking about putting in an offer on that house that you are in love with, that you really want to buy, you really need to have that agent that's in your corner. They know how the market's working. They know if it's time to put in, an all-in offer, maybe a little bit over offering. If it's the slower seasons or times where things aren't moving as fast, maybe then you can roll in closing costs, and you could even potentially go in and save yourself from having to put as much down payment, lower earnest money or higher earnest money. All of those things are going to be really big deals when it's time to go ahead and put that offer in. So you need to have that agent that really knows what's going on, that really can stand in your corner and give you advice and guide you. And the other side of it is make sure that you have an agent that represents only you, because there is a thing such as dual agency. And when you have dual agency, you basically have an agent that's playing both sides. And if you're playing both sides, you really can't educate your client on what's best for them or what's best for the other side. So you really end up just kind of playing a referee position where it's like, hey, I'll put the offer in for you. I'll put the offer in for you. And it doesn't really work out well for you. So if you can't, if you're wanting to buy a property and you're already working with this particular agent and they actually have that property, then it may be one of those things where you have to do a designated agency or some other type of way that might be able to protect you and keep you safe within that transaction. So keep that in mind when you're trying to make your offers. Also, ask a lot of questions. Find out, what the agent feel is. See if they've talked with the other agent. See if, if they've got an inside perspective on this house. Maybe that house has been under contract before. Maybe they've had multiple offers. Maybe they haven't. So all of those things are going to be really pertinent when you're trying to go ahead and set up that negotiation. So hopefully you find the right agent and they're able to kind of go to bat for you.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks, guys. We so appreciate you watching and following us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of the different social media aspects. If you really enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button or the like button. And that little bell, that's like the best thing you can do. And that'll tell you every time we post a new video. So if you will, subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.